Today's video, we are here to talk about the problem of overconsumption of meat. Eating meat has been seen as a form of human tradition dating back to our ancestors' time, when they started to make meat consumption a real social norm, later becoming one of the cores of a person's diet. As the world is advancing each year, the demand for meat is increasing, as well as research linking heavy consumption of red meat to concerning health risks, even death. So let's see how unhealthy overconsumption of meat really is. What seems to be the problem? What's making a negative impact? While meat consumption and production has risen over the years of 1961 through 2018, exceeding amounts of 300 million tons being produced and consumed annually across the world. The U.S. contributing to this problem, seeing an increase of 40% over the past 50 years. Overproduction of meat leads to waste in areas of water, food, land, antibiotics, labor, and is ultimately a version of food waste. American households waste a third of food they obtain on average. Scientifically, we need food to acquire energy and feed ourselves with healthy nutrients to get those special molecules that our bodies can't produce on themselves. Proteins, fats, and carbohydrates induced in meat provides us with iron, vitamins, and other nutritional values that can be barely found in plants. But what most meats lack is vitamin C, which can you guys guess? Ding, 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 exactly, plants. Plants give us that vitamin C and is the important aspect that supports our immune system and body development. Meat is broken down faster and can be the reason why you get hungry shortly after a fatty meal, which can be harmful as someone might consume more than the recommended amount of calories and protein. Health effects from meat can vary depending on how it's produced and where it came from. Who and how affects others, you might ask? Processed and red meats show a correlated link to higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and premature death. Countries with higher meat consumption is more prevalent with higher cases of diabetes, which the U.S. ranks 3rd in, and obesity, U.S. ranking 12th. Meat production involving animal agriculture is responsible for nearly 30% of greenhouse gas emissions. The use of steroids and hormone drugs for animal growth rate can be damaging for someone's health if exposed to excessive amounts. Now I know some might say foods like fish and chicken are associated with meats containing the fewest health risks, but they come with negative effects not only associated with human health, but ultimately hurting important ecosystems. Poultry like chicken is connected with high contents of saturated fats, which is concerning when that could lead to cardiovascular disease and high cholesterol levels. Now some solutions for the problem. Local governments can help in providing the essential access to healthier alternatives for people of all incomes. Communicating with others the importance of a balanced diet and ultimately creating incentives and programs helping out small and local business owners. All while reducing the amount of meat consumption and adapting plant-based diets would prevent further greenhouse gas emissions, environment pollution, biodiversity loss, deforestation, and improve global health. What can't be swept under the rug and makes a difference in the quality of meat is what conditions these animals are kept in. Antibiotics and steroids are common in the feeding process and which can have detrimental effects. What has also been shown to make an effect is taxing meat like we tax tobacco. In order to see a decline in meat consumption, it would mean many people would have to see change in their diets. It's good to keep track of how much meat you consume to see if you're over-consuming or eating the correct amount based on your own health, because no one knows your own body better than you do. You can go as adventurous as trying new dishes once in a while, but don't revolve around meat. Maybe you'll discover something astonishing and new. Now I'm calling you viewers to action by doing your research and knowing what you consume is healthy for you or not, and also finding local communities to support and donate. It's also healthy to consume things in moderation, so eat less meat. Also read food labels and look for sustainable and organic ingredients. But putting the blame alone on meats for causing harmful effects would be wrong. Just like with other life's greatest pleasures, sometimes too much of a good thing can actually be pretty dangerous. Coming to final regards, consuming meat in moderation is really healthy, and your choices really do matter, whether that being on a personal or social level. Remember, moderation is key.